Welcome back, guys. Check out this video on student loans.
Just checked my student loans because I needed to get the information to someone, and I started with 80,000. I have been paying for 10 years. Last year I paid 6,000 lump sum because that's really the only way to get it low. That took it down to 76,000 after I've been paying for 9 years. The grand total is I have paid $120,000 and I still owe 76. I think I might be late to the game learning about this. Student loans are really messed up.
This is the reality of student loans. So many people are dealing with this, and it's why you can't just make minimum payments. It's why you shouldn't get on these income-based repayment plans where it keeps your payments nice and low as a gift to you to give you breathing room while your student loan balance balloons and balloons and balloons.
Kobe, I never had student loans. I don't think you did either, but what do you got on this?
No, never had student loans, but I am one of the craziest people that ever went to school. I was fortunate enough in my life to have two scholarships, full rides, and I still end up having to pay for school at the end of it. So yeah, but this right here is the epitome of why I invest in SoFi stock. It's because I know people don't watch channels like ours and get educated. They want to go with, historical norms or whatever they say on Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, and all this other jazz. The historical norm is, oh, you got to go to school no matter what. Take out student loans, you'll figure it out later. This video right here shows you what later looks like. I am Alex, I'm not a big proponent of the formal education, but I am a big proponent of education. If you go into school, for an applicable skill, nurses, doctors, whatever, what have you, and engineers, that you need education to get there, I'm all for it. But to go get a basket weaving degree and the next thing you know, you're $100,000 in debt, shame on you. To get a liberal arts degree and you $75,000 in debt, shame on you, because those jobs out there for you will not put you in a position to pay off those student loans. One of the big ones is psychology degree. You can't even get a real job in psychology unless you have a master's. So you go get the bachelor's, there's no job. Now you got to go take out more student loans to get a master's. And then once you get the master's, your starting salary is about $40,000, $50,000 if you're lucky. That's the real norm. And then, like this video showed you, you can pay the student loan debt and then you're still stuck. So, Alex, as you know, I knew people, especially with the forbearance going on in the student loans and nobody was paying. I knew nobody was going to sit there and be like, all right, financial wise, even though they're not charging me interest, I should hurry up and try to pay off the debt as fast as possible. Most people wasn't going to do that because they believe Uncle Joe was going to forgive the student loans. So that was my purpose in investing in SoFi, because these loans was gonna have to come back. People was gonna have to refi, and then they was gonna be stuck in this situation for a lifetime. And no, I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, I'm glad these people didn't have uh, the thought process or nuance to do what's right." But I noticed the opportunity when I seen it. I wasn't sitting here saying, "Hey, don't pay your student loans." Matter of fact, we was a proponent during COVID saying, "Hey, make sure you pay your student loans while you don't have any interest getting accrued." But everybody said, "No, you're crazy. Uncle Joe is going to forgive them. No, I can go buy a car or something with that money, since they're not going to let the student loan payments come back for years and years and years, and they're going to keep kicking the can down the road." Now, yet here we are. So I saw an opportunity. I saw the comments in the comment section. I saw what people, when I talked to them about education, was saying. And I took advantage of it by investing in a company that is one of the biggest student loan providers in the United States. So that's the reality of taking out student loans right there.
Yeah, when people were hoping on Biden take or forgiving the student loans, I remember asking them or actually telling them to Google the US's largest asset. And of course, when you Google it, it still says student loan debt. So why would the government forgive their largest asset? They're not going to get rid of that. In this case, in this video, I really liked that it pointed out the importance of understanding your debt. People don't seem to pay attention to any of the numbers other than the monthly payment. And there's been so many people where I ask what their interest rate is, they have no idea. What their balance is, they have no idea. They only know what they pay. And some of them don't even know that. They're just like, oh, roughly, I don't know, around 600. Like they don't even know what the exact dollar amount is. Like I know it down to the penny almost for like a mortgage or anything. So like it just blows my mind that people don't pay attention to their finances. And very unfortunate for this lady in the video, but she went, I think she said 9 years and paid down $4,000 in principal and over $120,000 in interest. And it's because with debt, you you're mainly just paying interest. Like they will drag it on for as long as they can until you die. And people don't understand that about debt. They seem to think that a big portion of their payment goes towards the principal when it really doesn't. You're just being robbed of your money.
Right. And I agree with that 100%. It's and in my view for the people that's going to be in the comment section and say, "Well, you're so smart. If so, how should you go to school?" I'll say it once and I'll say it 500 times. Going to a 4-year university for school is crazy to me, especially when it's way cheaper that you can get your prerequisites done at a local community college. Just make sure it's a regionally accepted community college. So you can get the prerequisites knocked out. So that's 2 years of student loan debt that you won't have to do, especially if your family can't afford it and you get the Pell Grants, and then you do something that a lot of kids don't want to do, work your way and pay your way while you're going to school. So forget all the partying, forget all the other stuff, school, work, school, homework, and then rinse, repeat. That'll knock off 2 years of having debt right there. And then you take those community college credit hours that's from a regionally accredited school, and then you go to the 4-year university, hopefully locally to you, so you can still, live off mom and dad and stay in their house so you ain't got to pay room, board, and all that. And then you continue to do the same thing, work and pay through school. That is the best way to go do it, because you want to leave school with preferably no debt, but as little amount of debt as possible. And make sure, and I'll say this again, make sure you get a degree that is applicable and needed in the workforce. Don't go there for no liberal arts degree. Don't go there for no crazy degree that will not give you any money and you starting back off at minimum wage when you get out. What is the point? What's the point of getting a 4-year degree if you still starting at the bottom of the rung? Go get something that's in high demand, what people want. Build skills while you're going through. Take internships while you're going through so you can get real job skills while you're there to make your resume look better than your peers that's graduating with you. That's what you should do. But just going to party at a 4-year university so you can say you in a dorm room, going to the keggers on the weekend. People, I went to a university. I was a football player at a university. I was at the keggers. I was a guy. I was just on scholarship. I wasn't learning nothing. I wasn't doing nothing. But I was there. I know what's going on in college. And so I say this. I say this to my kids. I say this to everybody. I see. Go to a local college, community college, pay your way and work your way through there. Then go to a 4-year university, preferably close to you, so you can stay with your parents and try to cut down that debt as much as possible to have little or no debt when you get out, and you will thank yourself for it later.
With all that being said, guys, if you have any questions or comments, let us know down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.